What's good and welcome back to I Do It Myself. So, yo, it's Friday, grind day. You know what I'm saying? If you got a check, put a couple dollars away. You know what I'm saying? Don't spend it all. Put some to the side. You heard? Put some to the side. But I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. When it comes to content, like it's a lot. Yo, so I don't know if y'all been watching Severance, right? Severance is on Apple TV. I've been super tuned into Severance. And I mean, it is a show that has like a lot of deeper meanings and all of that, and a lot of Easter eggs and all types of confusing stuff that's going on, but it's very entertaining. But you gotta just find, you know what I mean, your way on YouTube to find like the right breakdowns. But it's a good show. So new Severance episodes. Invincible is back. You know what I'm saying Spider-Man, that neighborhood Spider-Man joint is dope. That's back. I'm gonna go see Captain America: Brave New World today. Yo, shit is up. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. Also, I gotta check out this Larry June album. Everybody been talking to me about this Larry June 2 Chainz, the Alchemist album. I'm gonna listen to that. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you know, I gotta listen to this Drake Party Next Door album. It is out on all DSPs and all of that, but we gonna get into that tomorrow. Saturday, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever seen it before, but I used to do this stream called You Will Be Judged. And on You Will Be Judged, what we do is we listen to music, you know what I'm saying? We listen to music and we judge it right there on the spot. So I'm bringing that back. We doing that Saturday. We're going to have some fun. I will be on stream for a few hours, just kicking it with y'all, having a good time. Today, we talking about Kanye West again, man. We talking about Kanye West, but not just specifically Kanye West. I want to talk more about like some of the stuff that he's saying and how I feel like rap is about to take a not a weird turn, but it's about to get like, I just don't know the direction it's going. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know the direction it's going because it's these conversations that's been brewing or brought up. Of course, you know, we had the whole conversation with the Ebro sickness thing regarding Drake. And Kanye, he has some stuff to say with Lyor Cohen. So Lyor Cohen wrote a letter to Kanye, an open letter or whatever. It says, "Dear Kanye, I'm deeply disappointed and troubled by your recent actions involving the use of Nazi symbols and anti-Semitic rhetoric. Your words and actions are not only offensive but triggering to all decent people who recognize the horrors of the Holocaust and the suffering of millions," right? He continues with anti-Semitism on the rise. Your voice and influence can carry a significant responsibility. I urge you to be more sensitive to the pain your words inflict on Jewish communities and all those who stand against hate. All right, so boom. Of course, Kanye responded. He did reactivate his Twitter, so I'm pretty sure, you know, after the whole "everybody look at me, I'm Kanye, never mind Kendrick, never mind Drake. I don't like the fact that Drake is being taken down by Kendrick, and I'm gonna do the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna get 20 Grammys, and I gave Game 2 Maybachs," which is amazing because it's confirmed. I talked to somebody that seen them shits. I've never even seen a Chrome Maybach, whatever. But Kanye goes off on his IG on Lyor Cohen, right? And this is what he has to say. He says, "Lee, or let me call you by your incorrect name also. You and your whole industry have promoted and got paid off songs where black people glorify killing each other. But my t-shirt is the worst thing ever. All of y'all are like girls who don't take accountability." This nigga's going off, bro. All right. He says, "It's a double standard. Then y'all threaten and extort people around me. People are so used to your mob. And to think, when Tory Burch came to the door with a towel on, I didn't smash because I looked at you as a friend." He talking about Tory Burch, the designer? All right. You start by apologizing and taking accountability for the massive promotion of Black Death that you've gotten paid for over the years. Also, you too broke to speak to me in the first place. All right, this is my first time reading this shit, yo. Yo, what's wrong with this nigga, man? Like, what is wrong with this nigga? All right, he says, He said, and you know what Irv said to you before he passed? And since he's not here, I'll say it. Suck my. So, yo, all right, look. All right, look. All right, look. All right, look. All right, all right. This nigga, Kanye, is such a like enigma. This nigga is like a Rubik's Cube that has like matrix codes on it. Because it's like I said before, like he has like these little moments of smidgets where like you like, oh no, I'm fucking with that. But then, all right, let's reel it back. Let's reel it back. Let's reel it back. Let's reel it back. Let's have a real conversation and reel it back. Okay. So Kanye has been going off on his Twitter, saying a bunch of stuff about Jewish people. I mean, he's been doing this for like the past like couple years. There was this point in time when he dropped Jesus is King, and he was saying for nobody to curse around him. He wasn't permitting people to curse around him. He wasn't permitting any cursing in his music. You know, the whole tweets that were going viral, find God every time somebody, yo, Kanye, I lost my watch, find God. Like, I still haven't been paid, find God. Like, you know what I mean? He kept giving people that, and then, you know, he went into this mode, and we've just seen all these different facets of Kanye, right? It's like the many faces of Kanye, right? Like this nigga is like prime Kang. It's like mad multiverse versions of Kanye all in one. You got the version that we see the light of like a little bit of what we would like him to be. And again, these artists or actors or entertainers will never be what we want them to be. They're going to be who they feel like being. But we see like, you know, small inclinations of things that we like, oh man. But then it's like every time he takes a step forward, he takes steps back. My thing with Kanye is this. Like Dr. Umar said, you got a white wife. You know what I'm saying? You got a white wife. That I'm not, listen. I know that a few of my, you know, viewers, y'all may have mixed parents, or y'all might be mixed. I'm not knocking nobody for being mixed. I'm just saying that for a person like Kanye his background has always been like rooted in strength, right? Like born in Atlanta, raised in Chicago. Mom's was, you know, a teacher. Pops was like, he has a background that is respectable, and you commend it because of like his early work, his early records, the plight that he was on, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's this version of him that we want him to be that he's just not going to be. So the place where I feel, of course, Lyor Cohen is a Jewish man, and anybody should stand up for their people. We usually don't. Right now, I seen people doing all these viral videos talking about what you should do if you in the Bay Area. Much love to the Bay Area. I got love for the Bay Area and out there. I got bipped one time. I went out there to go meet an artist, and I got bipped. So I've been through it to an extent. But, you know, and that's another conversation. But every time, you know, black people, we the only ones that's on that, yo, niggas better check in. Niggas better, yo, like white people that's going to All-Star Weekend this weekend. Or if you had to go to All-Star Weekend in LA and you wasn't from LA, are you checking in with the big homies and all? Like we the ones that's always oppressing one another, right? And yeah, we could go through systematic reasoning for that. We could go through a lot of things that put us in position to be pitted against one another, that put us in position to harm one another, lack of resource, lack of education, and then there's just niggas that just want to catch wreck, right? You got people who just want to catch wreck and want to do bullshit all the time. This particular situation right here, I'm gonna just focus on this. I got it in front of me on my laptop, so I'm gonna just focus right here. Okay. Rap music, you've profited off of rap, black people glorifying killing each other. It's about to get real weird with music, because are we now going to start to denounce all the music that came? Like when Jay-Z said niggas is hotheads, but the bullets is heat seeking on DMX's album, are we gonna now denounce those records? Are we gonna denounce like flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood? Like, I mean, all rappers have metaphorically killed people in their records. You know what I mean? Like slaughtered people on record. Then we have, the drill movement, which is a different type of conversation. But it's like, I'm not gonna call it a total contradiction because Kanye's music wasn't rooted in none of that. Like he did work with all the same rappers that he's possibly alluding that Lyor Cohen has profited off of. But at the same time, it's like Kanye, I mean, he's one of the Kanye doesn't do the Don't Like remix and make it a massive thing. Like Kanye was still Kanye at that time, and he made the remix to Don't Like, and it became a massive thing. No ID signed Little Durk and Little Reese over at Def Jam. I mean, on one hand, and this is why, when we was having the sickness conversation and all of that, and I hear y'all, we all got the right to agree to disagree or have our certain stances or opinions. Nobody pays me for mine. You know what I'm saying? Nobody pays me for my opinion. I give my unfiltered opinion to y'all. But do we now, like, is that what we doing? Are we like, is Kanye trying to lead this renaissance of like we were always wrong? Is all the music that we grew up on from Onyx to Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan had the whole torture skit. I fucking, you know what I mean? You know, if you from my age bracket, you know it was on, Into the 36 Chambers. But listening to that, it didn't make me want to harm, like that didn't make me specifically want to harm somebody. G-Unit, D-Block, G-Unit, Gorilla Unit, Black Gorilla Family, a derivation, like, you know what I mean? D-Block, Cell Block, you know what I mean? They made a record label based on Cell Block, but they used the D-Block for discipline, dedication, determination. State property, literally state property. You become property of the state when you're incarcerated. Dipset, kind of a derivation of some gang shit. Like what in New York, it was, who you be, what you bang, what set you claim, you know what I mean? Like, the real rights know. But if we calling that, like, if that's our culture, and yeah, the culture overall has done damage to all of us in some sort of way possible. But I just don't know the mission that he's exactly on, right? On one hand, I do respect him for saying some of the things that he said, but a lot of us have profited off of it too. I mean, Kanye being signed to Rockefeller Records is a byproduct of an artist who, when they talk about Jay-Z, like the people who talk about Jay-Z, like, oh, he's a former crack dealer who shot his brother. That's what they, hold him to. Like, it's just like they hold him to being a drug dealer in New York at one point in time. But if that record label doesn't exist, if we speaking about hypotheticals, I kind of hate hypotheticals. Sometimes they're just so ridiculous. But like if that record label doesn't exist, she a Delta, so she been throwing that dynasty sign. What does that mean? Because that's attached to something that was built before he got there, right? That legacy, it comes from that, right? Like Rough Riders, you know what I'm saying? It's like Murder Inc., like all, like Murder Inc., like literally like the Gaudis, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we take inspiration from gangster shit. So it's like, I don't know where Kanye is going with this. I do still feel like he's wrong for like the crybaby shit that he does, the getting out there. And then I also found out that the Kanye going to try to save Kodak Black was just fine. He had just got some chicken. He was playing around, laying on the floor, eating the chicken. Everything Kodak does goes viral. People think he's just, out of his mind at all times, and he wasn't. He was very coherent. But but him saying that he's gonna go save him is like, don't we need somebody to save you? So, I mean, does this fight get fixed within music? Like, is he gonna make music? That's what Bully is about? Because I think that he's tainted his brand in so many ways by just doing so much ridiculous things that even when he does make a good point, it's hard to kind of see that shit. It's hard to kind of like resonate with the good points that the man makes just specifically off of his antics or specifically off of just the things that he does. Like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, there are people who have profited off of our pain. We profit off of our pain. I still don't think that, because if a if somebody who like reps the Klan start saying like, all right, I'm gonna start wearing something that is disrespectful. Like if somebody makes a noose, like if the what's these dudes? I mean the neo-Nazis, they just was in Ohio, they got ran down on, and that was a whole different situation that was crazy, was guns out. Now you got all these people in Ohio standing their ground with their guns, and and things could get shaky with that. But if some young rapper says, well, I'm gonna stand up for my people, and he starts making merch with nooses on it, you know how we gonna feel about that. Like if some young white rapper starts doing that, right? And he's like, well, like this is how we feel. It's like, I think it's gonna open this weird ass door. That's what I feel is about to happen. I feel like it's a weird ass door that's about to open. And shit has been the wild, wild west and been all over the place before, but it's gonna get even worse with the shit that's happening now. I mean, I'm all for expression. I'm all for people saying how they feel. What you say, like freedom of speech does not mean freedom of accountability. You can be punched in your mouth for certain shit that you say. You can be arrested for certain things you say, depending on where you say them at. You can be reprimanded, or you can, and that it's not just about Jews. Like I'm not like talking specifically about, well, don't say the magic J word. Like I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying in general, like anybody got the right to vent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got the right to vent. But at that point, when you start venting, if you start directing that energy in the wrong way, the whatever power that be might be the power on your face, pause, like might be the punch in your mouth. You know what I mean? Might be the smack in your nose, like you. So I'm saying all that to say that like Kanye's still out here just looking fucking crazy. Like let's just keep it 1,000, bros and sis. Like whomever's out there, whatever you identify with, even though let me not go there. But Kanye is, I don't know, man. I could have never guessed this. Like I could have never, like in a million years, would have thought that we'd be in a place where like Kanye was being this vocal, because he was the same person that said like slavery was a choice. And am I not thinking freely? Like slavery was a choice, and like all the, like, come on, man. I think Kanye, as well as he said things against, Jewish people, he said things that hurt our people as well. You know what I mean? And we're not just gonna skip over that just because he's cursing out Lyor Cohen. Like, we're not gonna skip over that. We collectively as a people got a lot of work to do. That doesn't require entertainment. We got to stop looking for entertainers to lead us. We got to stop looking at entertainers for the answers. We got to stop looking for entertainers to be the voice of reason in our issues, because after they drop them albums and after them tours end and they go home to the $1 million mansions and ride around in those cars, you got people still living under a heavy poverty line. You got people, still on public assistance. You got people who still can't rise. You know what I mean? You got people that's trapped mentally. You got people that's trapped physically. And I'm not talking about simply in prison. You got people that can't see anything for themselves. And I think that, like, while Kanye might be a messenger in one way and he's trying to get these messages off, he ain't the messenger of the people. And I will hope that, if you are going through some shit, some real shit, I'm not talking about no rap shit or your opinions on takes and none of that. I'm talking about, like, if you really struggling, that we stop looking at these entertainers to give us the keys to life, because clearly they panicking out here. This is I Do It Myself. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some reviews on some of this music. We got to get back to that. I'm going to be on stream on Saturday. I might do a stream on Friday as well. I like getting on stream. Come get on the stream, man. It's fun. We have a good time on there. I got to get y'all the Discord correctly. Something's not computing with my Discord. I'm going to tackle that over this weekend. For the ones that rock me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually you will. This is I Do It Myself. I am Wayno. And thank y'all for caring about what I do. Peace.